Disclaimer: this is definitely the first recording. There was no other recording, and it did not have any issues with it at all. Definitely, this is the first recording. Welcome to the 7th episode of Loosely Canon. I am Grimz, and this is Eclipse.
Hello.
And today we are covering Black Ops 2, where terrorists rise to power and the United States plays hero. Alright, so 2025. Crazy.
Distant, unheard of future.
We got David Mason, the son of Alex Mason, the protagonist of the first Black Ops game, and a well-known character throughout all of Call of Duty shit. We go to Woods, who's another well-known character, to learn information about the antagonist of this game, Raul Menendez. And then we flash back to 86, when Hudson, the leader of the CIA group that Mason and Woods are a part of, and he says he might know where Woods is to Alex Mason because Woods had gone MIA after Nam. And now, we are in 1986. We are Alex Mason. We're in Angola. We're helping out this crazy madman named Savimbi. We're fighting the MPLA forces. Hudson's providing air support. And then, after we help out with that, Savimbi gives us information that Woods is being held by Menendez. And so we go off to go find him. And we land on a barge that contains a container that is thought to contain Woods. We clear the barge from enemies, fend off some gunboats. We open the container, find a bunch of corpses that are rotting, and Woods is in there. Somehow he's still alive. Then a hind shows up. Because, you know, Russian gunships and everything.
What are they doing here?
So we take care of that. It crashes down on the barge. The barge runs aground. We have to go through the Angola jungle to find some way to communicate to our people. We find a comms hut. Menendez is there at the comms hut, and he's manning the comms. We try to force him to use the comms for us. He fights back. Then we have to escape and fight back the MPLA as we're running away. Eventually, we reach the coastline again, and uh-oh, another hind arrives. That's not good. But wait, it's Savimbi with the exfil. And as we're loading up onto the hind, Hudson gets shot by a soldier, and Woods pulls up a 1911 out of nowhere and just shoots the guy, and he's like, "You can't kill me."
Woods is baller like that.
He do be baller. He just don't give a fuck. Sure, it's fine to swear this early into a video.
Yeah, we're past a minute. You're good.
We're not monetized anyways.
Also true.
Alright, to the future of 2025. There's this movement that is growing called Cortes Dia, and it is headed by Raul Menendez. And it continues to grow because the US and China are distracted with each other because we're fighting over, as Woods likes to put it, rare earth minerals. And China has the supply. So we're in Myanmar. There's Cuban soldiers there under Menendez's rule. We swing along a cliff with our buddy Harper, who is Michael Rooker. If you don't know who that is, look him up. You'll know him.
He's in a lot of stuff.
And
And he always plays the same character, just in a different setting.
very much.
God love him.
Then we wingsuit into the target location. We notice the enemy is cloaking. That kind of sucks. We fight through some cloaked enemies and some regular enemies. Blow open a temple door. Find there's a modern structure there. Turns out it's some sort of like lab, and there's these little drones called the ASDs. They're like little track boys with guns. It turns out this lab, it's not just any lab, it's a weapons lab. And being created here is a rare earth mineral called Solarium. And Solarium will render all modern tech obsolete. So, an ambush force shows up. We fight him back. Open the Solarium vault, acquire the Solarium. Find out Menendez plans to use it for a cyber attack that won't be able to be stopped, supposedly. And then Admiral Briggs, who is the leader of the ship that we use as our base of operations, he shows up with a exfil team, and we get the fuck out. Now, back to 1986. It's Afghanistan. We're Alex Mason again. We give weapons to a Chinese commander called Zhao for transport to the Mujahideen, where we will get information on Menendez. Soviets attack the Mujahideen camp. We go with Zhao to a blocking point where we fight Russians. We destroy some BTRs, and we block the pass with a cratering charge. And then we head into the valley, fight some Russians that have gunships and armor. We take back a weapons cache. And then we do a final stand against the Russians. They got a big-ass tank that has 2 turrets and some crazy armor. Some serious Warhammer 40k shit. We blow it up. Kravchenko was in the tank. Kravchenko. He was the guy that Alex Mason was brainwashed into killing from Reznov.
He was also... he also tried to brainwash Mason into giving him nuclear arms codes.
Basically, Russians and brainwashing, whatever. That happened in the first game.
your typical Cold War story stuff.
Yeah. So then Woods and Hudson, they're interrogating Kravchenko. We have to fight the numbers brainwashing so that we don't kill Kravchenko, so that we can get the information that we need. And then eventually Woods just fucking kills him because fucking Woods. And then we get betrayed by the Mujahideen. We get left to die in the desert. And then Alex Mason, he thinks that Reznov is the one who saved them. And Woods thinks that he was just hallucinating. Alright. First 2 Strike Force missions. Here we go. So, they're little optional missions that can influence the ending. This first one is to find a factory in India from the SDC. The SDC is Menendez's little army group. And so, defending that factory protects India from the SDC. Immediately loads us into the next Strike Force mission, where we have to take down a freighter that has missiles that could take out any real allied force kind of thing, and including our base of operations ship, which is supposed to be like the top of the line ship. And so we take that out, and that protects Iran from the SDC. And now it's 1986, still again, whatever. We're in Nicaragua, and General Noriega is helping us move in on Menendez. He sent some troops in and captures Menendez, and then we switch to Menendez's point of view after being captured. And as Menendez, we choke out Noriega, even though Noriega's like, hey, you should have been in American hands, I'm basically betraying them. So Menendez, he wants to get back to his sister because he only cares about his sister, really.
Fuck.
Yeah, very sus. I feel like I hold a similar sus story in one of the Destiny episodes. Anyways, he fights through. We fight through some Noriega's forces, even though Noriega is the one that saved Menendez from being in American hands. He gets to his house, and right as about CIA gets there, Woods loses his shit, throws a grenade, which ends up killing Menendez's sister. And then we rewind time. Now we are in the CIA point of view, which means we are Mason once again. We push to the Menendez house, fight through the cartel. We try to stop Woods from throwing a grenade, but he's watched one too many grenade trick shot videos and gets the perfect bounces into the room with Menendez's sister, and she goes boom. And then we see, after the explosion happens, we wake up and we see that a body is being taken away by Noriega's men, and Hudson says, that's Menendez's body. He's definitely dead. So then we go to 2025 once again. We are in Pakistan. We learn about Falco being Menendez's right-hand man. We are trying to get to their compound in Pakistan, so we have to go through some flooded streets. We have these quadruped drones that are basically like walking tanks called claws. We nearly die to a bus that slides down these flooded streets, and then Michael Rooker says he still has his balls. Funny moment, haha. We sneak past some drones, enter the compound, sneak around, find Menendez, record him, and Menendez meets with the Falco. Somehow this entire recording that only lasts a couple minutes, 432 terabytes.
Yeah.
Make
Someone
sense.
fucked up with that design.
Also crazy because if I remember correctly, I think the recording, when you start recording, starts at like 100 terabytes. Make it make sense.
So there was already 100 terabytes of footage on there, which was like, I don't know, what, 12 seconds, judging by the walkie ass standards in the future. In the future of now, apparently.
You know, aren't your video sizes that big?
No. I don't know what kind of weird science shit you're doing, but they are not.
Well, then we control the claws for some support as we're trying to escape because Menendez knows we're there. Because he had apparently planned for us to be there. So then we hijack some of the SDC's SOC keys, which are basically these like advanced jeeps, to escape. We reach our evac point, and lo and behold, Zhao is there, and he only doesn't kill us because Menendez is a common enemy with China. We go strike force number 3. We provide support to a convoy that goes to that's for peace negotiations between, I believe, Russia and Afghanistan, and that helps Afghanistan resist SDC pressure. And then we are in 2025 yet again in the Cayman Islands, searching for Karma, which is thought to be some cyber weapon at this point. We arrive at Colossus, a floating city in the Cayman Islands, and as we're splitting up, Harper leaves the elevator, bumps into this certain woman that seems peculiar. We'll find out later who that is. Then us as Mason and Salazar, we land on a floor that's being remodeled, and there's some ex-Cuban militia guys there. That's fun. What the fuck are they doing there?
Whatever they want, I guess.
So we got to kill a couple of them. We find a little spot with a vent to use our spider recon drone called Ziggy. We get a retina scan on the dude that's in the server room. We use that retina scan to get to the server room. And we learn that Karma is a woman, not a weapon. And she's like a high experienced hacker that knows about Celerium. Her real name is Chloe, because I'll probably refer to her as Chloe later on. And like right about now, Harper is like, oh shit, that's the woman I bumped into when I got off the elevator. So Harper, he tracks her down, and they are in a club, and we go to that club to help Harper try to get Chloe. The Falco appears with some troops, and he kills a hostage, trying to get Chloe to come out, and he threatens to kill another. She outs herself. The Falco takes her. There's a shootout in the club. Then we chase down the Falco, and I fucked up, and I didn't kill the Falco, which fucks up things later. So the Falco gets away with Chloe.
Why didn't you kill him?
Because I fucked up.
Oh, I see. Forgot to rack the slide on your pistol, huh?
Well, you see, I had one of those moments where I was like, he's long distance, I could pull out the sniper that I have and probably take him out. And then that moment fleeted, and I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep running towards him. Turns out, should just pull out the sniper.
Yeah, you should have just shot the guy.
Yep. Anyways, for Strike Force mission, we are told that there's a scientist that's very familiar with Celerium that we must save. Turns out it's Karma. We rescue her, and then we go back to the 80s, but this time it's not 86, it's 89. And we're in Panama.
Panama. Great song.
Indeed. And oddly enough, we are not controlling Mason this time. We're controlling Woods.
The Woodsy boy.
That seems like there should be a little red flag going off.
Nah. It's fine. It's fine.
We're told we gotta get Noriega because he's a little traitor. And we fight through an airfield. We find Noriega in a motel. Turns out that the mission was supposed to be just a snatch and grab of Noriega. But Hudson tells us, oh, Noriega isn't the mission. He just has information on the Nexus target. Well, guess we gotta bring this fucker with us for a bit. We get ambushed trying to help someone. Noriega runs off, but we catch up to him. As we're confronting him, a gunship strikes our location, and we have to evade that, go through some little areas. Finally, we reach a prisoner handoff, and then little time cut to Noriega taking us to an Overwatch spot for the Nexus target. And Hudson says to us, oh, the Nexus target is Menendez. Kill him. Now, obviously, because I've played this before, I know better. I know it's not Menendez. I shoot the legs, not the head.
With a 50 cal.
With the 50 cal, definitely will survive. No long-term effects from that.
Not at all.
Turns out, Nexus target was Alex Mason. And at this point, still thought to be dead. Menendez shoots Woods' legs, with a shotgun. So, bye-bye Woods' legs, pretty much. And then we, flash over to a location where Menendez is holding David Mason as a child, and Alex Mason's body is there, and then Hudson's there tied up in a chair, and we're just there laying on the ground because, you know, we can't fucking stand. We just got fucking 12 gauge in our legs.
Yeah, if Joel couldn't survive it, Woods ain't surviving it.
So, then...
Minor spoiler for Last of Us 2 for a scene that happens at the beginning of the fucking game.
Then Menendez shoots Hudson's legs, just kind of being a little dick, and then he finally kills him because he's an asshole and he wanted him to torture him a little bit, I guess. And then we reach the final Strike Force mission where we are told to assassinate Zhao because he's kind of like a radical Chinese military leader, and we don't like that, and it would not fare well. And it would be better for China as well to just not have him around. So we kill him. Just casually we kill him.
There's a casual little whoop, dead.
Alright, and now we are in 2025 again. Is Yemen. And we are now Farid, who has been our inside man in Menendez's group. And Menendez says to Farid that he knows the Americans are coming for him. And as Menendez is giving a speech to his followers, the Yemeni and Americans show up. And Farid has to keep appearances, so he has to fight through the Yemeni and American forces.
There's so many of them.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna keep that in.
That's fine.
Then Menendez, he shoots, after we catch up to him as Farid, he shoots down a VTOL that has Harper in it, and we have to choose whether to shoot Menendez or Harper. Obviously, choose Menendez, which fails. Farid dies, but Harper lives. And now we get a POV swap. Now we're David Mason. We rescue Harper. And we head to the Citadel, which is Menendez's rendezvous, and we capture him. Now we are aboard our base of operations, the ship, the USS Obama, and it is revealed at this point that the Chinese and Americans are now allies, which is as a result of completing all the Strike Force missions. And then we interrogate Menendez. The ship gets attacked. Menendez, he knocks out us and Salazar. He escapes. PMCs have invaded the Obama, so we have to fight through them. We look into the CCTV to search for Menendez. We find him. We get POV swapped to him, and Menendez takes down Briggs, and Salazar turns traitor, killing the other American forces in the room. The Falco kills Karma because I fucked up earlier. And then we have to kill or wound Briggs, and choose to wound him because Briggs is a good guy. And then Menendez, he uploads the Stellarium virus. We switch back to Mason. We learn that Menendez has control of the drone fleet. We alert our troops that Salazar is a traitor. We catch up to the troops who capture Salazar eventually. And Yondu, Michael Rooker, Harper just fucking caps him. Then Menendez, he takes off in a jet. We fight through a VTOL, one of the last ones remaining on the Obama. And as we fly off to chase him down, Chinese fighters arrive and help secure Obama. Woo. Now we are in the good old US of A in 2025, and we have to protect the president in LA as the drones attack. We get Overwatch air support from Anderson, who's a jet pilot, and we get president and crew to some MRAPs. Our MRAP that contains us and Harper gets hit by a semi-truck. So we had to go find our own way on foot. Then as we're fighting through some forces, Anderson, who is also Commander Sarah Palmer and FemShep from Mass Effect, gets wounded, and we have to take control of her jet. Then we cover the convoy and the ambulance, which Harper is driving with Anderson inside. Bunch of little technicals that we have to take out and some troops. And then we switch to flying the plane like an actual plane instead of VTOLing it. And shoot down some drones while the convoy reaches the bunker. And fuck the flying part because it wasn't inverted. Who does that to people? Just out of nowhere, hey, here's a flying part. It's not inverted.
By the way, it is different from every other flying part in every other game.
Thanks, Freya. And then we get to the final mission where we go to Haiti, which is where Menendez's compound is. We wingsuit in. We have to dodge exploding VTOLs and missiles. And we land. Have to fight through some heavy defenses. We take over the control room on the compound. We attempt to shut down the drone control, but we're locked out of the system. Menendez, he shows up on a live broadcast that's being broadcast to the entire world, and he destroys the drones as a show of power and to cripple the US military. And then he starts destroying the facility to cover his escape. We catch up to Menendez and the Falco, and as we're sliding down some concrete that would feel real wonderful, we killed the Falco, and we have a choice to kill or capture Menendez. If I was doing everything right, this would have been the right choice to make, but I chose capture. So he gets taken away, and then we get to the end result cutscenes, where Alex Mason shows up because he's alive, and he shows up at Woods' place. Somehow he's walking after taking 250 cals to the legs.
Yeah, just walk it off. He's a Call of Duty protagonist, so he just hang cover for a few seconds off screen and healed right up.
Meanwhile, Woods is still wheelchair bound.
Yeah. Don't worry about
it. And then, because Karma's dead, that means Menendez escapes again. And Menendez is escaping means he gets to Woods, and he kills Woods. And then Menendez goes to his sister's grave, and he burns himself alive over her corpse. Yet again, sus.
He thinks he's hot shit. Technicality.
And we get to the best and final cutscene where Woods and Menendez play Carry On with Avenged Sevenfold in a club, and the club crowd includes all the major characters. Also, there's a zombie on the club balcony. Don't worry about him. He's fine.
Yeah, and that scene is excellent because right before it happens, Woods just stands up at the wheelchair. And he's like, that thing? Oh, I'm just fucking lazy. Because he's a goddamn onion.
Good old Woods.
Yeah, he makes things interesting. For better and for worse.
And that was Black Ops 2. Definitely the first time recording this.
And keep telling them that.
If I say it enough, it'll be true, right?
No, I'm sorry.
Anyways, Next time, Eclipse will be covering.
I'm gonna be covering Black Ops, or not Black Ops. What the fuck? I'm gonna be covering Metal Gear Solid, the first one, which is fun because this is where the it stops going from military kind of espionage to all kinds of fucking weird. So look forward to that.
Everyone get solid for that.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye bye.